Greetings! Fellow gamers, hi, how are you? I am not almost an hour late. You're actually all an hour early. I just wanted to let you all know about that. I'm not an hour late. Y'all are an hour early. Now, I'm just saying. I just want to throw that out there, just so we're all clear. Yeah, that's fair, honestly. I don't know what I expected, to be honest. But yes, hello, hi. So, that stream that we were doing yesterday, where we were, doing Marvel vs. Capcom 4 roster, we're continuing that. Because that went on way goddamn longer than I thought it would. I don't know. I'm learning a lot about tier maker streams right now, in that I really don't know how I thought this was going to not take this long. Of course it is. I cannot shut up and stop getting distracted. It was gonna happen. But yes, hello G, hello Rosa, hello Triad, hello Kyo, hello Ran. Welcome, hi. We're gonna keep doing that thing where we make a Marvel 4 roster. So without further delay. Okay. So. Lewis, I am popping off so hard right now. What happened? What happened, Kyo? What are you popping off about? Explain. Also, Jesus goddamn Christ, Rand, we haven't even gotten to the tier list! Am I missing something on Discord? Did I miss a message? Oh no, I did not. Okay. Just making sure. I am hyperfixating on a project and my fifth eye has a way. Ah, yes, of course. Yes, no, I understand completely. Okay. So. Okay. First of all, as a refresher, we're doing a hypothetical Marvel vs. Capcom 4 roster. We are treating this like a tentpole project with enough of a budget for 44 characters. Now, we went with 46 for an Easter egg, but I also think that if they play it, if the developers play it smart and use their resources well, you could probably sneak in those 2 extra characters. It really depends on how smartly the budget gets used by the developers. But yes, we are, in this thought experiment, a Capcom... Mega Man. We are, in this thought experiment, a Capcom and/or Marvel executive. We are somehow both at the same time. So, with that in mind, we are interested in, on the Capcom side, we are interested in bringing Marvel vs. Capcom back after the stinker that was Marvel Infinite, and we want to treat it with the weight it deserves. Marvel Infinite had a small-ass budget, and it shows, and it suffered because of it, and it tarnished the brand, and I think that it would be in Capcom's best interest to, if they do Marvel vs. Capcom, commit to the 4 to show confidence in the project. Make sure that it has a proper budget to reflect the importance of the project, because, I mean, if you're Capcom, the last thing you want to do is ruin your business relationship with Marvel. Especially since, obviously Marvel is not as popular as they used to be. Once the whole Infinity Saga ended, it kind of tapered off. I don't think that is I don't think that's a hot take. But it does not change the fact that Marvel still makes more money than God. And it would be, as a business partner, it would be in Capcom's best interest to restore and/or maintain that relationship. Now, on the Marvel side, the MCU might not be doing as hot as it used to. Still makes numbers. It still makes numbers. But it's definitely dropped off, and there's been a lot of blunders. So, I would imagine that as a Marvel executive, you want to have a solid win under your belt. And you know Marvel is all about fucking nostalgia and playing it as safe as humanly possible. So, while Capcom is more willing to do the fucking freaky experimental shit every once in a while, Marvel very much does not. However, in this hypothetical scenario, we are operating under the best of circumstances, where there's a Capcom executive and a Marvel executive that both want to genuinely work together to make the best possible game they can make to honor the legacy of Marvel vs. Capcom, to honor the legacy, to properly allocate the budget, to obviously pander to nostalgia, because duh. Like, in this hypothetical scenario, like that is the conceit of this scenario. That is the conceit. So with that in mind, before I proceed any further, I actually want to do a once-over of the base roster, because yesterday I was frazzled. Which song is this? Hang on, I know this. Is this Zero? No, this is X versus Zero. Okay. Alright. Of course it's X versus Zero. How did I not fucking recognize that? Okay. So, yesterday, had to deal with something that frazzled me a bit. We got over it. And at the very end there, the stream ran so long that I kind of rushed the end a bit there. Now, I do think there was a lot of healthy discussion, and honestly, I actually learned a lot about how Capcom views Resident Evil yesterday. So, I might make a couple of different decisions, but we'll see. Now, I am still happy with the majority of this roster. I'm going to let me really quickly go through the Marvel side. So on the Marvel side, and I'm not happy about this, but the entire top row is all men. Like, I know that's just kind of like a media representation problem, where just fucking entertainment media is mostly male, you know, it's dominated by men. I can't really do much about that, but it's just like, Okay, so a little over half of the roster, a slight bit over half of the roster, was meant to be economical picks. Like, it was meant to be characters that come from games that already have 3D models in some way or another, which would make it easier to port things over. Not like the easiest, but like my logic for this was basically... Let me open up a notepad, because I feel like I'm going to be taking some notes. Alright. Here, you know what? Let's just put this notepad right here. It's fine. Alright, it's fine. The basic idea here being, if Capcom and if Marvel and Capcom use that budget well, you could get away with cutting down on a lot of your work by porting existing models and just touching them up. Now, there are some models that are going to be harder to do that with others, like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I think Tatsunoko vs. Capcom are empty frameworks. Or at least, like, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom is probably a very stripped down version of empty frameworks. Anyway. Meanwhile, Marvel Infinite was Unreal Engine. And I know that half the issues that came with Marvel Infinite's character models, like, you know, that really terrible perception of Chun-Li, came from the fact that porting those models from empty frameworks to Unreal, without accounting for the change in art style, created a giant problem where the characters looked like fucking ass. Now, you know, if this was Marvel 2, you could get away with that shit, because they're sprites. But they weren't sprites, they were 3D models. That shit does not fly. So, alright. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick which characters come from 3D games. Okay, so... MVCI. Okay. Who was in Marvel Infinite? I don't... Come here. Marvel Infinite roster. Because hypothetically, the character models that come from Marvel Infinite would have the easiest time to port over. It would mostly be just touch-ups to match the art style. But, like, the moveset is there, the character model is there. Like, you would have to do tweaks like, you know, Captain America's weird, gigantic, spaced-apart eyes, but, you know. Okay, let me see. Black Panther. Okay. Black Panther, Captain America, Dormammu, Hulk, Iron Man, Rocket and Groot, Spider-Man, Thanos, Venom, Winter Soldier. Okay, that's 10 Marvel characters already. Capcom. Chun-Li, Dante, Frang, 1, 2, 3, Jeddah, Mike, Monster Hunter, Morrigan, Ryu, Sigma, Strider, X-Zero. That's 12. So that's 22. 22 characters already come from Infinite. So if you're doing a 44 character roster, 46. If you're doing a 44 character roster, a good way to, that is, yeah, actually, straight half of these characters come from Infinite. Straight half of them. And the idea for that was mostly, hey, if you grab the models from Infinite and just touch them up, we can save on some work. We can save on some work, we can free up some time. You will ideally need much less time to do these models, which frees you up to make more new characters or create existing characters in 3D. So on that note, UMVC 3. All right. Which characters come from Marvel 3? Ultimate Marvel 3. Because, okay, so in this scenario, the Marvel 3 characters come from a different engine, but they're still 3D models, so it would take more work than the Infinite characters to port them over. But still less work than creating a brand new character. So, like, this is by order of, like... Yep, I put my hand in front of the camera. This is by order of, like... effort. Like, if you were a business executive and you looked at these numbers, it's like, alright, this is a smart use of the budget. Okay, so which characters that aren't in Infinite but are Marvel 3? Let's see. Was Wolverine was here, right? Yeah, obviously. Of course he was. Wolverine. Magneto. Dr. Doom, yes. Dr. Doom. Sentinel. Storm. Okay, that's 6 Marvel side. Can I make this bigger, like... Hang on a moment. Control plus. Hang on. There. There, now it's actually goddamn readable. Alright. Okay, so 6 on the Marvel side. Wait, no! X-23, 7. Okay, how about on the Capcom side, Akuma? Who else? Phoenix? Amaterasu. Is that it? Is that it? Is that fucking it? 10. All right. Is that actually it? Hang on, I gotta double check. Wait a second. Yeah, that's it. Okay, all right. Damn, okay. Okay. Now this next category. This next category is going to be characters. Actually, let me actually make this a little Unreal. NT frameworks. Let me double check. Is Tatsunoko vs. Capcom MT frameworks? Hey, Tora. By the way, it is worth noting that you shouldn't necessarily make yourself beholden to this model importing things since it will likely be made in RE Engine. I don't know if it would be made in RE Engine. Like, I'm not exactly sure. Like, obviously, okay. Obviously, I can't, like, I can't tell you 100% if it would be made in RE Engine. This is all hypothetical at the end of the day. But the reason why I went with Unreal for this was because I thought it would be a smarter use of the budget. Because if they ported every single character over to another new engine, the budget would blow up. The budget would balloon immensely. Or the roster's going to be absolutely minuscule. Like, I think that they need to restore the trust in Marvel vs. Capcom first. But, like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, this is all a hypothetical. Like, it's more a matter, like I'm still, at the end of the day, a human being. I'm not going to make the smartest goddamn decisions. And, anyone can argue any point, and that's true for an executive. So, like, in my head, I'm thinking that while RE Engine is good, RE Engine lends itself to a very specific art style. And I think that you would have to dedicate a much larger budget. And I know that, like, what the hell is an RE Engine? Street Fighter 6 is an RE Engine. The Resident Evil games are an RE Engine. Would they make another fighting game in an RE Engine while Street Fighter 6 is still the main thing? Or would they be more economical? Like, in my head, the MC5 was an RE Engine. That makes sense. Oh, hey, Dr. Plague Doctor. Going to grab some food in a second, but I'll be lurking. Yeah, that's fair. The MC5 was an RE Engine. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, RE Engine would be that old, actually. That makes sense. Like, it would probably be a smart move to put it in RE Engine, but my argument as a hypothetical executive in this scenario is that this one shouldn't go on the RE Engine specifically because a lot of the assets are already in Unreal and and that would make it so you wouldn't have to commit a giant budget to it. Which, while Capcom in this hypothetical scenario would want to commit a large budget to show that, like, hey, we mean business, I don't know how they would treat it. But, like, in my head, if I was the executive of this game, like, hypothetical scenario where I fucking work for Capcom, I guess. If I was the executive for this game, I would argue for Unreal because of the amount of work that it would cut down on, which gives us more time and energy and resources to put into making new models. To, like, make more characters. I would argue it is more economical to use RE Engine for a new fighting game because the programming framework for how a fighting game works is already there. Yeah, but that's true for Unreal as well. Like, there's a bunch of fighting games in Unreal. Like, that's why they chose Unreal for Infinite. They just... The problem... Well, okay, Infinite had a lot of problems, so I'm not even going to start on that. But one of the problems for Infinite was that they just didn't care to polish it because they didn't think they had competition. And then Fighters came out and absolutely stole the show. Like, for the sake of this scenario, because we're not all going to make perfect decisions here, and I've made peace with that. For the sake of this scenario, I would argue for Unreal. That is my pitch. I would argue for Unreal. But I would also argue for Unreal because I actually like the idea of, like, you know, Capcom, the kings of reusing assets, and, like, seeing how you can, you know, cut down on the budget, like, you allocate your resources. Smartly is not a word. What the hell is the word I'm thinking of? Fuck. Whatever. Anyway, like, I find it fascinating, like, how you could potentially allocate your resources, like, the resources in here, for smarter use of the thing. Now, there are some characters that would probably be easier to port into RE Engine, like, you know, the Resident Evil characters, the Street Fighter characters, maybe also the DMC characters, but I actually don't know because the movesets don't come with them. That's the part I'm confused about. Like, I'm not 100% on it, but I would argue the game should be in Unreal. For the sake of this scenario, I'm personally arguing the game should be in Unreal. At least, assuming... assuming Infinite is in Unreal, right? The movesets would need to be done from scratch regardless of engine. Would they? Like, if it's in Unreal, you can literally port most of it over. Wouldn't you? Like, it's all already coded into the engine. Empty Frameworks would take more time because of a different engine. You can port model data, but not the movesets. Like, are you telling me you literally can't just copy-paste the code for these movesets and put them in the new engine? Like, and put them in the same engine? It's a bad idea, but, like, that's mostly why I was thinking it would... Did you stop again? Okay, good. That's mostly why I was thinking it would be, like, easier to figure out if it was in the same engine. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, copying code from one game to another is bad for a lot of reasons, but I still figure it's easiest to do it on games with the same engine than it is to do it on games with different engines. You can. It'll just take more work when the engine is different. That's my assumption. That's the assumption I'm working on. Okay. Hang on a second. Tatsunoko versus Capcom game engine? Hang on, because I was looking for that. I want to know, like, what is the game engine that this ran on? What is the...
Hey!
How do I look this up, man?
Hello, 911 emergency. There's a handsome guy in my house.
Hey, DG Shu. When it comes to developing fighting games specifically, while animations can be reused, there's a litany of data surrounding those animations. I mean, I know it's a bad idea, but it's easier to, like, tweak it because it's already made to work with that engine in consideration. Like, am I insane? Like, does this not make sense? Well, you know what? The more this goes on, the more I feel like I'm learning, like I'm genuinely learning how the hell, executives think. In that they literally do not have actual insight into how the development of a game works, which actually lines up surprisingly well with game development when I say it out loud. Fuck. Shit. Now I have to commit, actually. Now I kind of have to commit, now that I made that connection. I have to do it. Like, now it makes sense. Like, executive with the best of intentions, trying to cut costs, trying to help the dev team, but in actuality has no fucking clue what they're doing. So, which actually tracks with executives. That is exactly how fucking executives work. You know what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. Okay, yeah, no, this works. This works. Yeah, no, I'm committing to this now. I am locked in on Unreal now thanks to this. Without the copy-pasting, it would have been done 4 months earlier. Well then, by that logic, can't you just not copy-paste the code and it's fine? We handed Lewis the shovel and I'm gonna fucking keep digging. Here's the thing, like, I can't really back out now because a lot of these roster choices were made with that mindset in mind. If I decided to change the engine, I would have to readjust the roster. Because I made a lot of these picks with that idea in mind. And I'm not doing a third fucking stream. Oh, wait. Come here. There we go. So, we're already in too deep with this. So we're gonna have to commit. They announced the Trails in the Sky Part 1 remake last morning. Oh, really? That's cool. I've heard about Trails in the Sky, but I don't know, and I don't have an interest, but I know a lot of friends that do, so that's nice for them. Okay, Empty Frameworks. Again, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate. I spent the last 10 minutes trying to fucking remember to Google this. What is the goddamn engine for this game? Tatsunoko vs. Capcom game engine. What is the game engine? What game engine does Capcom use? No! What game engine did Tatsunoko vs. Capcom use? Why are you doing this to me, Google? I hate you. You're killing me. Only for them to be flooded with reports from the client about things that aren't working or done right because they weren't in the previous program, but they magically wanted them in the new one without telling me about them. And the new engine probably doesn't let you do the treasure chest gag. Again, I don't know what that is. And let's not go onto the times when they request the shit that the program can't fucking do and requires to basically start over on another fucking program. I want to strangle Lewis. Well, that's how you know I am definitely in the correct mindset for an executive, unfortunately. Now, in a ideal scenario, I would surround myself with people that have a better understanding of game development, that understand fighting games, that understand fighting games, that understand game development that understand how porting things to different engines work. In a hypothetical scenario, I would surround myself with people that have all that knowledge. Unfortunately, I'm a Capcom executive, and executives do not do that. I'm gonna take a plane over there and strangle you. Cut this shit in the bud. Oh my god. Okay. I getting like no goddamn answers about Tatsunoko. Do you think we can assume Tatsunoko versus Capcom ran on MT frameworks? Like, that would make sense, right? Yeah, this is not helpful, actually. God damn it. Okay. I'm going to do two different things. So at the moment, I'm going to count with this engine, and then I'm going to do the same thing with RE. Here's a cynical bit of advice from a fighting game perspective. Don't worry about the gender imbalance in your main roster because you can just load up the DLC seasons with them and lean on the waifu dollar. Yeah, but I don't want to do that. Hey Tora, you okay?
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
No, I'm just waiting. Okay, so anyway. I'm not okay. My friend's bullying me. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think you're the one being bullied right now, Tora. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna... Okay, anyway. I'm gonna keep counting. I'm getting distracted. Okay. Unreal, 22. Empty Frameworks, 10. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make two versions of these numbers. I'm going to make one version that accounts for Unreal, Empty Framework, you know, what I was originally doing. And then I'm going to make one version that accounts for RE Engine. Now, with the non-3D, but are already existing characters. Let me see. And we're going to see how those numbers pair up. Okay, Rogue, Cyclops. Oh wow, that's it. Okay. Okay, on Capcom. Huh. I see. That's it. That's actually it. Goddamn. Okay. I think we should get a second Ace Attorney character in the list because just Phoenix ain't enough. I do not think Ace Attorney is popular enough to warrant a second character. I'm sorry. At best, a second character for Phoenix Wright would be DLC, but I don't see it happening. Especially since Phoenix moveset is so unconventional. Like, I think popularity-wise... Tora, that can't just be your answer to everything. I'd vote from Susato from Great Ace Attorney because she's got some real takedown moves. You know what? Actually, that's a good sell. actually. I would... That's a good sell. That's a really good sell, actually. Because, like, I think if you're going to do, like, another Phoenix Wright character, here's the thing. Phoenix Wright is immensely popular, but the weird thing about Phoenix is that he just was not made to be in a fighting game, and even when he got put in this game, he was incredibly gimmicky. And, unbalanced, and busted, and he was not fun to play against. And, yeah, he was just not... He was fun for like 5 minutes. Or unless you really like bullying. That works. However... see, here's the thing. Because Capcom's more willing to be experimental. Capcom's more willing to be... I'm getting distracted again! I swear to God, I'm getting nothing done! Hang on! Alright, what are the new characters? So basically you just salty, you lost against Phoenix. I mean... Have you seen a single online match with Phoenix? Ryunosuke canonically trains sword fighting, archery, and horse riding. Yeah, and he doesn't do shit with it. My man is an English major and barely knows English. You will never convince me to put Ryunosuke in the game. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you that flat out. Kasuma and Susato have a better chance than Ryunosuke. Hell, Herlock Sholmes has a better chance than Ryunosuke. I've been listening to goddamn Great Ace Attorney for so long, I actually forgot which one was the actual fucking person. Sholmes would sell DLC. I hate that. Here's what I'm gonna do. Hang on. Actually, hang on. I hate that you're right. I really hate that. Where are you? Wait. Is he not on here? Is he not on here? Oh, he's not on here. Am I insane? Is there a different fucking name that I'm missing here? Oh god, if he's actually on the Sherlock Holmes, that's gonna be really funny. That'd be really fucking funny if he was actually under Sherlock Holmes. Please, please, I beg you, be on the Sherlock Holmes. That'd be really funny. That'd be... God damn it, he's just not here! Goddamn fucking Sherlock Holmes. Okay, no, we're adding a character. Hang on a second. Hang on. Here, just give me, like, the first random image that shows up. I don't care. Could I copy the image? Game? Person, please? Thank you. Alright. How would I... Alright, you. Go over here. Hang on. Where's the clipping? God damn it, what's the clipping tool again? Snipping tool, thank you. Alright, there we go. Come here. So bad at this. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I hate that. I hated that. That was terrible. God damn it. You know what? Just save the image. I don't care. You are a goddamn I'm opening Photoshop. I'm tired of this. I'm fucking tired of this. Come here, Photoshop. I don't give a fucking shit anymore. You, get over here. Goddamn fucking web piece. Piece of goddamn shit. I'm fucking tired of your goddamn fucking crap.
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
Fucking bullshit.
Sorry, sir, this is a Christian server, so no swearing.
Why you be like that, though? Who invented WebP? I want to talk. Yeah, I hate them. I hate them. Whoever invented WebP, like, I need you to go to heck. I don't know if that's a swear, actually. I don't know why he said it like that. Okay. Alright, you know what? Good enough. Save. It don't gotta be fancy. I just do not have the energy to be fancy right now. Save. Thank you. Back here. There we go. You go in the waiting list. Also, now that I know that I can add characters, I need to add one more character on here, actually. That's what I would say if I could find it. Alright, hang on. Maybe? No? Yes? No? What the... God dang it, like, okay. I'm trying to remember, like, the X-Men 97 episode that got Emmy nominated, and what the name of that thing that attacked was called. Because I actually think I'm getting names mixed up. X-Men 97... Robot? I don't know, like, what are you? I think I'm getting the name wrong. What's the name of the island? Is it Krakoa? No. Am I thinking of the comics? Genosha! Genosha. I'm thinking of Genosha. Okay. Okay, now what is the name of that, like, multi-headed sentinel robot looking thing? In the X-Men 97 episode. What is the name of that? What is the name? Is that actually Master Mold? Okay, good. I was right. Anyway. Come here, Photoshop. Come back. I need you. Here, we're just gonna move all this over. Okay, alright. This is a good image. Save. I can't believe out of 750 Marvel vs. Capcom characters, I somehow found the two that were not in this goddamn list.
What the hell is this?
Are we good? Are we back? Can you hear me? Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Thank you. Getting immensely tired of this shit. Not to say I'm annoyed, but I'm fucking annoyed. Okay. Okay. All right. We're making a few changes. Fuck it. Okay? Fuck it. What games? What characters were made in the RE engine? Fuck it. Fuck it. Right, okay, hang on. No, not download image. Just goddamn fucking... There. And there. Thank you. Alright. Waiting area. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little annoyed. I'll get over it, give me a bit, but I'm a little annoyed. This is for my own sake. Let me, add a row below. There. Thank you. Alright. I don't know, let's make you pink. I'm gonna drink some water. Your boy is getting tired. Alright. Alright. Clean slate. Clean slate. I am, in fact, not thinking about what a week. I'm not thinking about that. Here's what I'm gonna do. Come here. I'm going to take stock of how many characters were made in the RE engine. Because I could argue as the day is long about Unreal. But actually, the more I think about it, the more G is right. It would not make sense for Capcom to not use RE Engine, because every game they've made since RE2 Remake? RE2 Remake? Has been RE Engine. And they love RE Engine. They adore RE Engine. So, with that in mind, let's take stock. Some of them are in Unity, yeah, but like... That's the, you know... Of course it's in Unity. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. In this scenario, I'm going to take stock of how many of these characters have been in the RE engine. So 1, Akuma. Because Street Fighter 6 was made in the RE engine. So, Akuma, Ryu, Chun-Li, Luke, Juri, right off the bat. Those five Street Fighter characters, RE engine. Yeah, no, like, honestly, the arguing that it was mostly G, not Tora. Tora just kept committing violence. All you did was commit violence on me, Tora. We are now enemies. I'm lying. We're not enemies. But G, honestly, the more you talked about it, the more it actually made sense to make it RE engine, because it would actually be insane for Capcom to release a non-RE engine game. Like, that is the main marketing push for Capcom, because it works. Because every game they make in RE engine is good. Even Ghost Trick was an RE engine. What? How? Literally how? I'm Googling that. RE engine, come here. Okay. Exoprimal, Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. Okay. Better source needed. Okay. Huh. Well, on the plus side, because RE Engine is new, there's actually a wiki entry for it, which actually gives me a good idea of what games are in the fucking RE Engine, which actually helps a lot. What's this song, actually? Akuma. Of course it's fucking Akuma. Why would I think otherwise? Okay. So this is actually really helpful. Okay. I cannot believe Ghost Trick is in fucking RE Engine. What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay, anyway. So, okay. Actually, really funny. Exoprimal and Dragon's Dogma 2. Also RE Engine. How the shit is Apollo Justice RE Engine? I'm losing my fucking mind. What is... I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, I swear to God. Okay. Okay, you know what, actually? I changed my mind. Oh, Ghost and Goblins Resurrection was also RE Engine! God damn it, that actually means that the RE Engine can pull off way more diverse art styles. Oh my fucking God. Okay. Okay. Let's do some edits to the base roster. First of all, I'm going to pick out how many okay, 5 Street Fighter characters, RE Engine. All right. Yeah, no, it's got to be RE Engine. You're right. Oh yeah, DMC. Dante and Virgil, obviously. Bumps that up to 2. I put Frank West in there to market the, yeah, Dante and Nero. I put them in there. What do you mean 3? Did I say Virgil? No, Dante and Nero. I'm sorry. Dante and Nero. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I said Virgil automatically. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Honestly, like, legitimately, the process by which I'm learning about the decisions that go into a game by streaming it and having input from chat is actually legitimately fascinating to me. Like, that's why I call it a thought exercise, because I'm actually having the time of my life going through these mental hoops to justify, my choices and to take input on why those choices are wrong and to see the facts on why, like, what we're doing right now is how game design works. This is game design. We're doing game design. It's fucking exciting, actually. Like, everyone acts like game design is this far-off, untouchable, abstract concept that is impossible to understand because it all happens in closed doors and there's no transparency. But this is it! This is it! And it's fun! Anyway, okay, 2 DMC characters base roster, 5 Street Fighter characters base roster. That's RE Engine right there. What else? Obviously Resident Evil. But I'm actually going to do some changes. So actually, I'm gonna do some changes. Like, here's the thing. I don't want to get rid of Ada. I don't want to get rid of Ada because I feel like Capcom would really push to have something that represents RE4. Okay. Actually, no, this works. All right, I'm gonna fucking settle in. We're gonna have these discussions. I feel like Capcom would want someone to be the RE4 rep. And, like, it's either Leon or Ada. But also, like, both Sky and Cody and Rosa made really good arguments about Chris and Jill after the fact. Like, after yesterday's stream. I mean, yeah, it was mostly Rosa, but I know that Sky and Cody agreed with you. It was, like, primarily you. But I know they probably share with your sentiment, let's be real. I haven't played RE, so I can't say anything. Yeah, my exposure to Resident Evil is very limited, so I'm literally thinking about this as an executive from the outside looking in, and just seeing how the money talks as far as Resident Evil is concerned. Lewis Gamerlean. I went to bat for Chris fucking Redfield. You know I'm being objective. I know that it fucking pains you to go to bat for Chris fucking Redfield. Yeah, like, I know that pains you. So, the fact that you went so hard to bat for Chris Redfield is actually really telling. So, I'm going to make some changes. Now, having said that, I do think there needs to be a RE4 rep. I don't think we can get away from that. I just don't know if it'll be Chris. If it'll be Leon. I do, however, think it should be Ada. I think it should be Ada because, like, I made the... Shit, I don't know enough about Krauser. Like, again, my perspective on RE4 is limited. I don't think it should be Krauser. Like, I think... Not to mention, like, Krauser kind of fills a similar niche as Mike Hager, to be frank. Today was my last day of classes for the first semester of 2024. Oh, hey, congrats! Congrats, man! Welcome to your 1-month vacation. Like, I don't know if I want Krauser because what little I saw of Krauser, he seemed like a grappler. And I think people are gonna riot if Zangief or Hager are not in the game. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I don't think there needs to be... I don't think it needs to be Zangief. I think actually Hager would be good. Because he's like the one lone solitary Final Fight rep. And at this point, Final Fight is weirdly legacy for Capcom. Even though they never fucking do shit with it. There's there's not going to be 3 RE villains main roster. I'm going to stop you right there. So anyway. Okay. So here's the thing. I think base roster. Take out Leon. I'm going to put him in the waiting area for now. Put in Chris. Specifically Chris from RE8. Like, that general aesthetic for Chris. Like, I do think that if Chris is going in here, and if this game is made in the RE engine, that it should not be Chris from RE5. Like, RE5, aside from the memes, is not really... RE5 lives on through the memes. And the best thing out of RE5, quite frankly, is Wesker. And the boulder punching meme. Like, I don't make these jokes, it's the boulder punching meme. I fucking know. Lady Dimitri... No, I put her in. She's in. I do, however, think Leon would be DLC. I think people would pay money for Leon. Because I know people ask for Leon. I know that for a fact. But you made a really strong case for Chris. Honestly, I really fucking hate the way Cody put it, because he was like, Chris is to Resident Evil what Ryu is to Street Fighter. Boring, basic, but load-bearing. And I'm like, you motherfucker. You piece of shit. I hate how much sense that makes. I hate that. I did not ignore your evidence. I had a long, thorough discussion with you where you shared your opinions and I shared mine and we had a good talk, and then Cody came in here with the nail in the fucking coffin to really drive home your point. Anyway, for now, Leon goes in the waiting area, which means I'll think about him later. Not everyone in the waiting area is guaranteed to be DLC, but that's just like... It's so I don't have to fucking scroll down, guys. It's so I don't have to keep scrolling down. I'm just tired of scrolling down, man. Okay, so... Resident Evil-wise... Come here, where's my... There you are. Okay, I'm gonna put you, like... right here, so that I can, like... touch it, and not have to fucking press tab all the time. Okay. Okay. RE engine... 7 with the DMC, up to 7 with the DMC picks. What did we go for? 3 Devil May Cry characters? I believe so, right? 8, 9, 10. That brings it up to 10. Capcom Arcade Stadium, Ghost and Goblins Resurrection, Monster Hunter Oh, Monster Hunter! Like, okay, so the model for Monster Hunter in Infinite was made in Unreal and all that. But if Monster Hunter Rise and I think the new one, Monster Hunter Wilds, are both in the RE engine, then that pretty much solves that issue. Like, I think you will most likely have to still create a new model, but you at least have a framework to work off with the moveset and animations from Unreal. Like, you probably can't port them over, but you can at least still visually copy them. I have to go, family's calling. Have a good one, DG Shu. If Lewis is the exec, Cody's the guy in marketing that just stuck his head in during Rosa's pre-production meeting. Oh my god! That's true, though. I do generally recommend Ada be DLC. Source separate ways. She is the Virgil to Leon's Dante in that regard. I don't agree with that. Like, okay, so here's the thing. It could go either way with Ada because, like, there's validity in that. There's validity in that. But I actually do think that Resident Evil being the pillar that it is, literally this game is built on the RE engine. There's no way Resident Evil is not the pillar of this game. Like, it needs to have more Resident Evil reps, base roster. And I legitimately think that Capcom would want one person to represent RE4. At minimum, one person to represent RE4, because it's the new hotness. And I think that person would be Ada. I mean, I'm also obviously, like, doing the diversity pick because I legitimately do not want to include another dude. I really do want to make an effort to have the base roster have more women, but only to the extent that I can justify it. My other thought with it, though, is that Chris and Leon team up a lot in the movies and have good chemistry, and fans love that shit. Yeah, they do! Why do you think he's in the waiting area? Like, I've got a lot of characters in the waiting area, and I'm gonna get through them once I nail down the base roster. I really don't want to take out Ada. I don't want to. Because here's the thing. I think that Wesker should be DLC. He has that Marvel vs. Capcom 3 legacy. And I think that if Ada and Chris are base roster, and you add Wesker as DLC, both Ada and Chris separately have chemistry with Wesker. And, like, I think that would round out the roster. The problem is, like, I think... Oh, God. It boils down to how you argue it at the end of the day. Like, actually, like, most of these ways are valid. But for the purposes of this, pretty much everything that I said about RE4. Also, with the way Ada is, it makes more sense for her to be the DLC. I disagree. I legitimately think that Leon would make more sense as DLC. Like, that might be a personal perception on my part, but I legitimately think Leon would be DLC over Ada. Whereas I would want Ada base roster. Not just because of everything I just said about RE, but also because I'm cutting Black Widow. Like, Black Widow already has, like, a built model and an existing moveset in Infinite. And, I don't think I need to tell you that, Black Widow and Taskmaster kind of bombed a little. So, I don't think that, Black Widow is coming back. Like, yeah, like, if I really wanted to, I could argue for Black Widow because... You know, diversity pick. Well, not diversity, like... What's the term I'm looking for? Like, just like adding more gender inclusion. That's the term. Because, you know, gender inclusion. But I actually think that, like, Black Widow bombed. The Marvels bombed. Like, there's so many duds on the Marvel side that makes this really difficult to justify. So, on that note, I think if you wanted to have a female super spy kind of character, Ada fits the build the closest. Like, I think Ada would be a good replacement for that type of moveset. That type of, like, fast, nimble striker. Like, in a similar vein as Black Widow, in a similar vein as maybe Cammy. If that makes sense. Although obviously not exactly the same as Cammy, like Cammy pops the fuck off, but you know. That's my logic for it. Like, you need Chris because load bearing, unfortunately. I legitimately think you would need an RE4 rep. And I don't know if you would have Chris and Leon right off the bat. Like, it just feels weird to have Chris and Leon right off the bat. Like, that feels too money shot. I don't know how else to describe it. That feels too money shot. Gotta edge the fan. See, look, Jimmy gets it. Okay, so we are at 11? I've lost track. Right. Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter. All four of these have games on RE Engine, which makes it easier for Capcom to grab assets, for the most part. So we're at 11 at that front. Yeah. 5 Street Fighter. 2 Devil May Cry. 7. 8, 9, 10 Resident Evil. 11 Monster Hunter. 12 Dead Rising. 12 Dead Rising, because Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is coming out. And that it would be ridiculous for Capcom to not promote that. Like, it would be ridiculous for Capcom to not promote Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, especially given in all of like the discussions leading up to the game's release. They're talking about how they want to do more with Dead Rising. Like, they want to basically restart Dead Rising. Like, there's potential talks of... Like, there was potential talk of a Dead Rising 5 and, like, a Dead Rising 2 Deluxe Remaster. Obviously, these are not projects that have gotten started, and I don't know how solid these... I mean, let's be real, these are basically rumors. This is not confirmed shit. But I know there was talk on the Capcom side that Deluxe Remaster signals an attempt to bring Dead Rising back genuinely. So that's definitely marketing. He already has a moveset from the Marvel games, and his model is in motherfucking Deluxe Remaster with the RE engine, so that's a kind of a slam dunk. How about what else is in here? Monster Hunter Rise, Resident Evil Village, RE4, Street Fighter 6, Ghost Trick, Exo Primal, Dragon's Dogma 2, Kutsunugami. Hear me out. Hear me out. What's the name of the main character in this fucking game, actually? What's the name of this character? The player assumes control of Soul. Okay. Are you even in here? Is this game too recent? Oh no, it's right there. Holy shit. I'm sorry, you have the main character from Kutsunugami, a game that only fucking just came out last month, but you didn't have Herlock Sholmes? What the fuck? What the shit, man? Tsunugami, so... yeah, Did I fucking misspell that? Kunitsu. Kunitsugami. Oh, yeah, I typoed that. Kunitsugami, so... What gender is So? Like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, who is this person, actually? Like, I literally have no idea. Like, they're fucking helmeted. I can't tell. Oh my god. This helps me in no way whatsoever at all. Like, please, I just need a fucking pronoun. I just need like a single pronoun, just one. Oh my god, this is not helping like at all. Pronouns, please. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Okay. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess, yes. Come on, come on. Website, yes. I'm doing research. I'm doing research right now. Repeat the... Okay, okay, alright. This ain't... Okay, alright, okay. The maiden Yoshido and her guardian So use the power of the masks to work with the rescued villagers, purge the defilement, and perform a ritual to return to normal. Not... Gender? What if I type gender? There's a bit of text where So is referred to as they. Okay, thank you. Alright, that's all I needed. Okay. I just needed like a solid fucking answer. I even said they. Yeah, but I didn't know if you were shitposting is the thing. Okay, here's the thing. If we're changing engines to the RE engine, and we haven't committed to the character picks fully 100%, like as far as game design is concerned, we are free to change this roster at this time. And I legitimately think that on the Capcom side, like looking at the games on their RE engine, which is reminding me that there's a lot of games that like I completely didn't even fucking remember at all. And it would be ridiculous for me to not include them. Okay, so... which actually begs the question, I need Cody in here. I actually need Cody in here. Because... I have to include Dragon's Dogma 2. I have to do it. Like, I have to do it, and I don't know shit about Dragon's Dogma! I don't know a single goddamn thing about Dragon's Dogma. Phone a friend, not available. Oh well, that's great. Dragon's Dogma 2 characters. I don't think it, like, would it be the creative character? Like, is it a creative character in Dragon's Dogma? Oh right, you're the Arisen, that's right. Here are the main characters of the main Dragon's Dogma 2 characters. Okay. Oh, this is very D&D, isn't it? Well, these all look nice. I don't know anything about... Wait. Has anyone played Dragon's Dogma 2 here? Has anyone played Dragon's Dogma 2 here? Because I just had an idea. Okay. Okay. I'm going to Google this and see what happens. Popular characters in Dragon's Dogma 2. Hey Google, Daenerys Targaryen is not a Dragon's Dogma 2 character. I don't know how to fucking tell you this. Google, what the fuck? Is that fucking Geralt from... Is that the fucking Witcher? Google! Google! Don't you fucking stop playing music. Get the fuck in there, Ghostwriter. Keep playing! I fucking swear. Oh, it's the create a character. That's what's going on. Alright. Popular main characters in Dragon's Dogma 2? No, it's everyone just fucking... Yeah, this ain't helpful. This is not helpful at all. Okay. Try companions. Alright. Popular companions in Dragon's Dogma 2. This is not helpful. I hate you. None of this is helping me. I hate it here. Okay, so here is my... Here's my logic, based on very limited knowledge. Dragon's Dogma 2 is really popular. It would be insane for me to not include it. Dragon's Dogma 2, looking at the list of characters, I saw a character called Ulrika. Okay? I don't know if this means anything to anyone, but I see a character here named Ulrika. When the Arisen gets wounded in a dragon's attack, Ulrika quickly arrives to help the Arisen return back to fighting strength. As the leader of Melf, her main goal is to train her people to look after themselves. She's an archer. You know who I cut from this game? Hawkeye. You know who could replace that moveset? This person, hypothetically. Unfortunately, I don't know shit about Dragon's Dogma 2. Which makes this really fucking difficult, doesn't it? Okay. God, this is gonna turn into a third fucking stream, isn't it? So here's what I'm gonna do. First of all, let's see if you're even here. Also, someone yesterday said that Vile would be a sick DLC pick. And while I agree, I will tell you right now, Vile absolutely 100% does not make it in. I'm sorry. Where is you? Urian, Ultron... Ulk? Does that say Ulk? Okay, so this companion person is not here. Is the Arisen a create-a character? Okay, we're putting the Arisen in there. What song is this? Oh, it's the Marvel Superhero Spider-Man music. Okay. Okay, where's the Arisen? Fuck it, we're putting the Arisen in here. There you are. Okay. If we're thinking like an executive wants to promote whatever's new. This would also, because they're an RE engine, cut down on the workload. Ideally. Come here. Stop disappearing. Alright. Ideally, like, in my head, it makes sense. Whether it'll actually work, I don't even fucking know anymore. Having said that, if I put these two characters in here, then I need to take out two characters. So now comes the difficult task of figuring out what characters I'm going to cut based on the misinformation I fed to myself about game engines. I'm closing this Dragon's Dogma 2 page. Please, go away. Alright. I will tell you right now. Yesterday I justified Regina. Like, yesterday I justified Regina. My logic for Regina being... Capcom always has, like, a weird pick. I really don't think you can justify X-Zero and Sigma all in base roster. I could back when I thought this was going to be based on Infinite's engine. But now that it's not, I'm going to have to revisit that. But yeah, my logic for Regina was Capcom always likes to do like a weird inclusion. Like a fucking weird off-the-wall inclusion. To just kind of see if anything gets pushed. Like Arthur. Arthur did not have any games. Arthur did not have any projects. Arthur was not being asked for to be put in Marvel vs. Capcom. But they put Arthur in 2 fucking Marvel vs. Capcom games for no reason. And then they put Firebrand. Also for no reason. There was no new project. They just did it. And people liked it. People liked Firebrand. People liked Arthur. And it generated hype. It generated an audience for Ghosts and Goblins. Which, you know, led to them making Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection in 2021. I think Ghosts and Goblins Resurrection kind of came and went. Because a lot of people complained about the art style. I'm not really sure gameplay-wise how it did. But I know that game came and went. So that was basically kind of a dud. So my justification for Regina is... Dino Crisis is a franchise that was born... I thought it was fine, a solid game. Yeah, but like it didn't really leave like a giant impact. It just kind of came and went. Maybe not necessarily a dud, but like it was just there. That was the impression I got. I can't speak from it from a gameplay standpoint. I can only speak to it based on like the perception I saw of the game. Now, Regina, here's my thought. Dino Crisis was made using the same engine as Resident Evil. It was basically Resident Evil but with dinosaurs. That was its marketing campaign. This game is being built on the RE engine, and RE is now a very strong pillar for Capcom. I think, especially with Exoprimal, because Exoprimal is also a fucking RE engine game, but Exoprimal, it was definitely a dud. Because when does this game come out? When did Exoprimal? Why would you release a new live service game in 2023? Why would you do that? Why are you insane? Are you crazy? Are you crazy, Capcom? Are you crazy? Speak to me. Are you crazy? And like that created this like everyone just wanted Dino Crisis. Everyone was like, why the fuck is Dino Crisis just not in here? So here's my thought. RE engine. Bring Regina back. Give her the same moveset, or not the same. Give her the same or a similar moveset as Jill from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 specifically. And instead of summoning zombies to fight, she summons raptors. Raptors and maybe like a T-Rex as a hyper combo. Because I literally will never be able to get the T-Rex busting into the fucking office window out of my head. Now, because of the RE engine, the framework for a Resident Evil-like character, which is what Dino Crisis is. Dino Crisis is Resident Evil with dinosaurs. Like, Regina could work under the RE engine. And since Exoprimal was on the RE engine, the framework for goddamn fucking dinosaurs is already in there! You have all the tools needed for a potential Dino Crisis. You just don't know if it'll sell. Because you're Capcom. Of course you don't know if it'll sell. So right here is your chance to gauge interest. Regina is my weird off-the-wall pick that makes no sense, has no projects in the works, but Capcom just wants to gauge interest. She's my pick. Fate/Ultimate Coast was published by Capcom. Saber is technically... No, it's not! This is not Capcom published. This is Capcom developed. But you know what? I appreciate the hustle. I'm not doing this because I already had G the other day being like, hey, Terry Bogard was in a Capcom. No, shut up! Terry Bogard is SNK. Shut the fuck up. Alright. So, I think Hager needs to stay because we need a grappler, and Hager is a fan favorite and covers basically the Zangief moveset. I think Edward Falcon deserves to be here, especially after finally announcing Power Stone 1 and 2 in the Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Like, Capcom has done absolutely fucking nothing with Power Stone since the PSP. The fact that that Power Stone got even fucking acknowledged is fucking insane to me. Power Stone, it got announced yesterday. Capcom Fighting Collection 2 includes a lot of the Dreamcast fighting games. That includes Power Stone 1 and 2 with rollback netcode. Power Stone is fucking back, baby! And I am putting Edward Falcon in there! Lady stays. I think Jury stays. I legitimately think Nero stays. Zero, Luke, Dante. Morrigan has to stay because she is also the Darkstalker's pillar. It would be insane if she didn't stay. Ada, Chris, Ami, Jeddah. Oh. Jeddah. Oh, Jeddah. But wait, the Capcom Fighting Collection was just like all of the Darkstalkers games, wasn't it? Hang on. Capcom Fighting Collection 1. Which games? Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors, Darkstalkers Revenge, Vampire Savior, Vampire Hunter 2, Vampire Savior 2. Are any of these Darkstalkers 3? Wait, isn't Vampire Savior Darkstalkers 3? No. No? Maybe? Hyper Street Fighter, Gem Fighter, Street Fighter, Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Red Earth. Yeah, I don't see Red Earth happening. Red Earth is very niche. Weirdly, I think the fact that Fighting Collection 1 has Cyberbots in it kinda... I'll think about that. You know what? Just because of that, come here. Hang on. You go in the waiting area right now, Jen. You're in the waiting area. Okay.
Why isn't this working?
Hey, computer? Sidebar. Like, come here. Okay, sidebar. Like, are you fucking okay? Like, who fucking hurt you? Who hurt you today? Who fucking hurt you? I need to know. Like, did something happen? Like, are you okay? Do I need to fucking, like, do I need to call Geek Squad? Like, what's going on? I swear to fucking God. I am once again setting this. I am moving past this. Okay? I'm moving past this. Okay. Jeddah, keep playing your goddamn music, funky man. Are we fucking good, Jeddah? Do we want to go for a fifth fucking time? Do I hear 5? Do I hear 5? Do I hear 5? Like, come on, Jeddah, you piece of shit. Crash my computer again. I dare you. I triple dog dare you, you piece of shit motherfucker. Do it. Fucking do it. Do it, you goddamn fetus of God motherfucker, and your stupid goddamn fucking wiggling giant fucking baby stage from Darkstalkers 3. Fuck you. You know what? Just for this, you're getting cut. Bitch. Fucking mad.
You've killed me.
Good! Damn, actually, that one matched up real good. Okay. Okay. I have to make some tough decisions here. Yeah, okay, bye, Jeddah. Nope, that is the wrong... Oh, I had it at the wrong number. Okay. Oh, the full screen is... Oh, it's reactive. Thanks, Firefox. Okay. We lost people again. Who did we... Oh, it's the we lost the 2 that I uploaded manually. Yeah, we lost the 2 that I uploaded manually. So let me just... Yeah, just right there. It's fine, I still have him. Waiting area. Waiting area. What? No, actually, you're boss. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's tighten this up. I don't think that Darkstalkers should have just 1 rep. I'm trying to think about it. I don't think Darkstalkers should be just 1. Like, as much as I want to cut Jeddah, I don't think I can cut Jeddah. But I think what I can do is put in a different Darkstalker. I think that would actually be good. No, not Felicia. But like, because what I was doing before before all this shit happened, I was looking through the fighting collections. Lilith, no, Morrigan's in there already. I'm not. Lilith is literally. Lilith is to Morrigan what Ken is to Ryu. Okay. I need someone that knows more about anything past anything before Darkstalkers 3 than I do. They put Ken and Ryu in the same game all the time. Ken has never been in a Marvel vs. Capcom game, Jen. Except 2. And that's because they just copy-pasted everything in 2. Ken was in 3? Was Ken in 3? Did I just Mandela affect myself into forgetting Ken was in 3? Jesus, I think I did. Oh, Shenko, yes. That makes sense. I want to avoid Shenko because her toolkit was really weirdly gimmicky. Which, I mean, it was appropriate, but... You Mandela affected yourself into forgetting Ryu. Like, yeah. Like, fuck Ryu! Here's my 2, and I need someone to give me input on this. I think John Talbane is a strong pick. Like, I legitimately think John Talbane is a strong pick. And as much as I want to do Raptor, I really don't want to see Raptor in the RE engine. It's... I really don't want that. I really don't want that. He's gonna look so fucking gross. But also, like, Raptor is a rock zombie, and there's a lot of Resident Evil characters in this game. No, Dimitri is not likely. I'm going to shut that one down right now. And I'm saying this, I like Dimitri. I think Dimitri's like really fun, but Dimitri has Midnight Bliss. And Midnight Bliss is going to make that absolutely fucking impossible. Because one of 2 things is going to happen with Midnight Bliss. Either Capcom is going to cut Midnight Bliss out of his moveset, which is going to create a fucking culture war, where people are going to get upset about the woke agenda or some dumb shit ruining Dimitri, and it's just going to become another goddamn culture war target. I can literally see it right now. Or they're going to put Midnight Bliss in and basically double the workload of the development team. Because for those of you that are not aware, that are not, like, you know, steeped deep in the Darkstalkers bullshit, Midnight Bliss is a move where Dimitri grabs you, says, "Let's have a good time, baby," and turns every male character into a woman. The implication being, I guess, that they fucked? I don't know. So basically, Midnight Bliss is Rule 63 for every male character in the roster. Now, if you're a rational person, you would be okay with Midnight Bliss getting taken out of Dimitri's moveset if you wanted to put him in Marvel. You know the internet is full of nothing but irrational people. It's not happening. It is not fucking happening. As much as I think Dimitri's cool as shit, it's not happening. Talbane has got the speed and can be a good rushdown character. Oh, actually, Talbane's a werewolf, isn't he? Which didn't actually... Isn't RE8 about werewolves? Shit, Talbane is a strong pick. I was gonna suggest QB, but I don't think QB's gonna work. I just think QB is fun conceptually, but... You know... What with the whole implanting bees in you, so... No, like, I know that Talbane's a werewolf. Like, what I'm asking is... Actually, did I ask if he was a werewolf? I don't know, I probably did. But, like, also, RE8, like, RE Village is all werewolf-themed and shit, right? So, like, even if we don't put Raptor, Talbane still has, like... Oh boy, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take out Jeddah. I'm gonna make a category just called cut, just so that we can keep track of what characters we originally conceived in here, that just inevitably didn't make the cut. Yeah, that works. Okay. Except for Lady D and her vampire daughters. Yeah, but, like, I mean, my point is that John Talbane still works for the sake of, like, you know, reactions from the RE cast. Anyway, where's John Talbane? Where are you? Like, I think it needs another Darkstalkers rep, especially with Capcom Fighting Collection 1. Because Fighting Collection 1 is just... Oops, all fucking Darkstalkers. It needs a Darkstalkers rep. I just think it needs a new rep to really bring, like, hype to it. If that makes sense. Where the fuck is John Talbane? Did I skip a line? I skipped a line. There we go. Alright. Alright, get in there, and we're cutting Jeddah. Honestly, for now, we're also going to put Leon in cut characters, just for the sake of consistency. Yeah, you know, I'm cutting Jeddah for Talbane. Okay, I don't think Darkstalkers should have less than 2 rep. Why am I crooked? What the fuck? Excuse me? What? What the shit is this? What the fuck is this? Why am I crooked? Why am I fucking crooked? What the fuck? Well, I guess this is my life now. I guess we doing crooked now. Fuck it. I guess we're just fucking doing this now. You could say you're tilted. Oh my god, I fucking hate you, Jen. I don't. I love you, but I hate you. Fuck it. Fuck it. Alright. Okay, alright. I do not want to have more than 22 characters on the Capcom side. Aside from the 2 unlockables because shitpost. So I need to make cuts. How much is Luke actually pushed in the marketing for Street Fighter 6, to be honest? Like, legitimate question. Like, I put Luke in there because in my head as a Capcom executive, like, he's the face of Street Fighter 6. Like, he's the face of Street Fighter 6. Like, that would be, it would make sound business sense for Capcom to put in Luke for the sake of, you know, promoting the new Street Fighter 6. Yeah, like, he's at the cover of the game, but, like, what I'm saying is, like, has that continued? Have promos for Street Fighter 6 continued pushing Luke? Like, I don't... If you're asking who the most popular character in... if you're asking who the most popular character is in Street Fighter 6 is Yuri. But Luke is the face of the game. Yeah, that's kind of why, like, these are solid picks as far as the Street Fighter side. Ryu, Chun-Li, Luke, and Yuri. Yeah. Like, I think we're actually really solid on the Street Fighter side. Like, basically what I'm thinking is, I feel like Capcom is going to promote either Dragon's Dogma 2 or Kunitsugami. No, it's not a matter of adding anyone else. I'm trying to think of who I can cut for the sake of adding, like, no Akuma. Akuma's a fucking unlockable. You see that? You see this section right here? Akuma, right here. Akuma. We added 2 unlockable characters, 1 from each side as a bit. It'll be funny. Like, I think that with Kunitsugami being fresh, like, I don't know how well it's doing. That's the thing. I don't know if the Arisen makes it, because while Dragon's Dogma 2 was good, it's mostly been a tepid reaction to Kunitsugami. Oh, really? Honestly? Yeah, but it's like, it came out last month, so it's like fresh. It would make sense for them to push it. Even with the tepid reaction, it is new enough. But who would I get rid of to add him? The reason I put Sigma in there originally, because I think, like, at the moment, Sigma feels like he's on the chopping block. But, like, I put Sigma in there because the idea of Ultron Sigma in Marvel Infinite was solid. Like, the worst crime that Ultron Sigma did was be in Marvel fucking Infinite. Like, conceptually, cool-ass idea. Cool-ass character concept. Like, Sigma as the virus that infects people. Ultron also the same goddamn thing, but, you know, overpowered because Marvel. And I'm like, I think you can... It's probably, sadly, Miss Regina Dino Crisis. Oh, no! I want to avoid that, though. Like, she's the weird pick. Oh, God, I hate that I'm gonna do this, but I think it's X. Oh, my God. Like, I don't want to cut X. Because, like, in my head, I'm justifying the inclusion of 3 X characters because I think Sigma should come back as a villain. Which continues the bit of Sigma always comes back as the fucking villain. That is the eternal bit of the Mega Man franchise. The main villain keeps fucking coming back. He never goddamn dies. And, like, it synergizes well with the idea of using Bastion as the villain for the Marvel side. Because, like that ties it into X-Men 97, which was massively popular. Everyone fucking liked it. Not to mention the original X-Men cartoon being, like, the legacy that Marvel vs. Capcom was built on. It would be insane for Marvel to not tap into X-Men 97 on their side. Yeah, like, X is an MVC legacy character, I agree with that. And, like, also the thing is, I don't think I can cut Zero. Because, like, Zero was one of the most popular characters in Marvel 3. He was one of the higher tier characters in Marvel 3. Like, I can't cut Zero. Like, X, Zero, and Sigma have a strong reason to be there with the justification that I laid down for this game. I can't cut them. I cannot cut them. I can't do it. I'm also not sure about Phoenix Wright. Because, like, the more I think about it, the more people would buy Phoenix Wright as DLC. Does that make sense? Like, Ace Attorney is proven to be popular. Phoenix Wright has a proven moveset. I don't think Regina should be moved to DLC, and the reason why I think that is because of the fact that she's an unknown she's the most unknown quantity in the Capcom side of the roster. And I think if Regina gets included in here, it would be for a lot of the same reasons that Arthur got included in Marvel 3, which was he had no project. He had no project in the works. He had nothing that was being cooked. But, like, he was enough of a Capcom legacy character that he got included in there to build hype for him and justify investment in a future project. And given this game is built on the RE engine, which Dino Crisis was built on the back of Resident Evil, and Exoprimal is also built on the RE engine, it's full of fucking dinosaurs, so the work really, like, does itself a lot there. I feel like Regina would fill that weird Capcom niche of the character with nothing in the works, with nothing to justify being sold, but that Capcom wants to tap the pulse, so to speak. So what I suggest is the warplane from 1942. Oh yeah, the P-38, obviously! Damn, I'm crazy! Why would I not put that in? Where's the P-38? You know what, out of curiosity, I wonder if it's even in here. Like legit, I wonder if it's even in here. Okay, well, it's not under P. What about warplane? Be really funny. Be really fucking funny. Damn it, it's not here. Yeah, actually, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think Phoenix Wright would be DLC. And that in that place, they would put a new project, which would be Kunitsugami. Okay. How about on the Marvel side? How are we doing on the Marvel side? Storm, Venom, Blade, Rocket Groot, Sentinel? Yeah. Sentinel works with the theming of Bastion and Sigma and Master Mold and all that. Heavy inclusion of the X-Men characters. Cyclops, Rogue, Scarlet Witch. I think Ruby Heart would be DLC. Like, in a perfect world, I would put Amingo. I'm gonna be real with you. In a perfect... If there was any justice in this fucking world, Amingo, Walnut, and Jean would be in this fucking game. But there is no fucking justice in this world. So they go in the if there was any justice in this world category. They're not in the game. They will never be in the game. I will cry myself to sleep thinking about what could have fucking been. I love Amingo, but I honestly think Ruby Heart sells more. Okay, now before I proceed, I'm going to line everyone up to, you know, pair them up, because that was what the original point of the stream was. Before I decided to, like, tap into what worked, what doesn't, stuff like that. Now, as far as the Marvel side... I cut Doctor Strange and replaced him with Scarlet Witch. I think that's the one, like, strange pick, but I think it works. Like, Scarlet Witch with, like WandaVision was strong, and honestly, like, Scarlet Witch as the villain of Multiverse of Madness was, like, the strongest thing about Multiverse of Madness, except the ending of it. Strange pick... God damn it, I didn't even do it on purpose. There will be a when Amingo, unironically, on every single Twitter post about the game. You know what? If we live in that world, then I'm glad. I'm legitimately happy. Okay, now, without the justification of Infinite, here's my question. Does Winter Soldier stay? Does Winter Soldier carry? Because I think if we're removing the justification of porting over models from Infinite, Winter Soldier does not carry. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. No. The more I think about it, now that we switched over to RE Engine, isn't he going to be part of the new Captain America film? Actually, yes! Which brings up a solid point. Winter Soldier doesn't carry. He goes into cut character. But you know who they would definitely want to put in here for the sake of promoting that movie? Yep. Yeah. I could argue it as the day is long. They're putting Falcon in here, actually. Falcon makes it over Winter Soldier. Like, I want to argue it, but I fucking can't. I legitimately cannot. No, I think Venom makes it in on the strength of his legacy, to be honest. And the fact that, you know, Spider-Man is always more popular than God. I think Blade is good. I think Rocket is good. Sentinel, Cyclops, Rogue, Scarlet Witch. I put in Magic and Penny Parker mostly because of Marvel Rivals. Because that gave me a general idea of just what are the kinds of things that Marvel wants to push. Because that's current. Falcon. Dormammu stays because I cut Doctor Strange. Your core Marvel rep is always going to be Cyclops, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Rogue, Storm, and Mag-fucking-Nito. That is 90s Marvel. Actually, no, like, I started this earlier, but, like, when I did 6 characters on the Marvel side and 6 characters on the Capcom side at the beginning that are the characters that absolutely 100% need to be there for this to be a Marvel versus Capcom game. And those characters were on the Capcom side. I mean, on the Marvel side, Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Magneto. Those 6 characters are the characters that, without them, this does not feel like a Marvel game. Now, I do think because of the popularity of X-Men 97 that a lot more legacy X-Men characters are coming back. That's why I put Rogue. That's why I put Cyclops. I mean, Sentinel comes back because Sentinel always fucking comes back. I also... Storm, like, there's a bunch of X-Men in here. And it makes sense, because you want to push that. I don't even know where the fuck Magic falls on. There's Magic and an X-Men? Like, what the fuck is... No, honestly, that's why I paired up Cyclops and Luke. Cyclops and Luke, like, get paired up on the strength of being the face of their franchise, but no one fucking likes them for some reason. Like, that matchup stays. That matchup is fucking funny to me. Having said that, I am going to do a few changes to the matchups. Now, here's my question. I can tell you who loves Luke, the people who ship him with yeah, no, that is correct and fair. That is correct and fair, actually. Okay. So now I'm going to change the pair-ups. So here's my question. Ryu. Really? Did Ryu's theme start fucking playing? Did I invoke you? Are you fucking serious? Okay. Anyway. Ryu got paired up with Wolverine in Marvel 3, which I actually think is solid, but I want to propose, if this makes more sense. Do you think Ryu versus Captain America makes sense? Now, I think it could go either way on this. But the reason why I suggest this is because I think Wolverine versus Strider is also a really good, like, potential rivalry thing. Like, I think Hulk and Monster Hunter is solid. I think Hulk versus Monster Hunter should stay. I can only really imagine Ryu and Cyclops because of the iconic image of them slapping hands like they're in the opening moments of Predator. Which is fair, but like again, in Marvel 3, like the push was Ryu versus Wolverine. Like Ryu versus Wolverine was the big push. And I think in Marvel 2, Oh god, Cable. Oh god, they would put Cable as DLC. Oh god, they would put Cable as DLC. They would put Cable as DLC. After X-Men 97, they would put Cable as DLC. They would. They fucking would. While I'm at it, let me pull up Ruby Heart. There we go. It was Ryu and Cyclops and all the others. Yeah, like, that's the... Like, I agree with Ryu and Cyclops, to be honest. But the thing is, in, like, a post-MCU world, does it make sense to partner Ryu with Cyclops? Or does it make more sense to partner him with an Avenger? Like, that's the part where, like, I'm struggling. Like, what's the part that I need to prioritize here? Like, if you're prioritizing Legacy, then it's Wolverine or Cyclops. The hell, did someone ring the doorbell? The shit? Did someone ring the... Oh, you ordered something. Alright. I didn't know you ordered dinner or something. I legitimately just heard a doorbell. I'm like, what the fuck? Do I need to BRB? Please, for the love of God. It's already been a day. Like, please don't do this to me. Yeah, okay, like that's fine. That's fine. Jesus fucking Christ, my head. All right. Capcom itself seems to be prioritizing the game's legacy right now. So if you're thinking like Capcom, so if you thought like Marvel, it'd be Ryu and fucking, I don't know, Captain Marvel. Well, actually, I cut Captain Marvel because honestly, between like the culture war over the fucking Captain Marvel movie and the fact that the Marvels was kind of a dud, like the entire Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, all of that just kind of, it's a little dead in the water. That's also why it seemed like a good time to bring back Rogue from the X-Men cartoon. Because she was already basically the same moveset as Captain Marvel. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give it to Cyclops and Ryu because of that fucking Predator handshake. I'm sorry, it's gotta be this way. Having said that, Iron Man vs. X stays. Captain America versus Chun-Li stays. Just because of the idea of just like, you know, Interpol agent and, you know, soldier. Spider-Man and Frank West is a guilty pleasure and stays. The moment Marvel 3 did Spider-Man and Frank West, I'm like, oh, that's funny. Oh, that's gotta stay. Strider and Wolverine. Hulk and Monster Hunter. Okay, let's think this through. Now it's gonna get weird. Let's see. Who do you want to pair? Who should be paired up against Magneto? I have a wild pick. What about Lady D versus Magneto? Like, her moveset... There's not really, like, a magnetism element for him to take advantage of with her, and they are both, like, demanding presences in their respective franchises. Maybe... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Also, they both old as shit. Doctor Doom. Hmm. I am, blanking a little. Would you believe I almost want to make a case for Ada? Like, he's the leader of a sovereign nation, and Ada would find ways to undermine that shit. No. It doesn't really hit the same. I'll come back to that. Who would you match up against? Yes, I'm still watching YouTube. Damn. Have the fucking stopped. Do not invoke them into existence, please. I'm begging you. Ugh. Okay. Holy shit, who do I pair up against? Hager. 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 Leader of a country versus mayor of a city. Leader of a country versus mayor of a city. That's my pitch. That's my pitch for this rivalry. It doesn't exactly line up. But I'm like, I feel stronger about this than everything else so far. How about, I think Dormammu... I always struggled with Dormammu, actually. Like, I have a difficult time figuring out who to pair him up with. No, actually, I think, Dormammu and Amaterasu still works. Just because they're both kind of, like, overpowered gods in their own respect. Thanos versus... I think... Actually, what about... Real question. Legit question. Does Thanos make the cut? Hey, Buns. Like, legit question. Does Thanos make the cut? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite leaned into the idea of the Infinity Stones. And, like, it made sense to have Thanos. Not to mention, like, with Infinity War coming out later, like, it made sense to, you know, push Thanos. But after Infinite, and now that the Infinity War is over, and now that they're, like, trying to move away from Thanos more, does Thanos make the cut? I legitimately don't think he makes it. I don't think he's strong enough to be DLC. Like, that's my main thing. I think post-endgame, he's not strong enough to be DLC. Like, he's not shut up and take my money strong. But, like, he is also viewed as, like, the last good MCU villain. Which, you know, I'm not going to comment on how correct or incorrect that is. But the perception of Thanos in the MCU in particular has definitely elevated his popularity and given him some staying power. The problem is like, without the Infinity Stones, like, does he have a justification to even be here? Then again, he was in Marvel 2. But he was in Marvel 2 because they copy-pasted him from Marvel Superheroes! Which did use the Infinity Stones. God fucking damn it! Literally every time Thanos is in the game, it's justified by the Infinity Stones! I don't think he makes it just because he is intrinsically linked to the Infinity Stones. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he makes it. I think he's cut. Like, I'm putting him under cut characters to show that he was on the table. But I think he's ultimately cut. The thing is, who would replace him? Hear me out. Hear me out here. What if Spider-Gwen base roster? I think it's entirely justified to put another Spider-Man in there. Because again, Spider-Man is really fucking popular. Yeah, Ami, let's just put you in there. I'm thinking. Like, the thing is, I think Spider-Gwen, like, I think Gwen and Miles are immensely popular on their own. And I think that both make a really strong case for being in the game. But I think that both of them base roster, plus Spider-Man, plus Venom, would be too much. That's my take. So, like, what makes sense? If you, like, one of these would very obviously be DLC. And it would be Gwen. It would be Spider-Gwen. It would be Spider-Gwen because you can waifu bait with her. And, like, Spider-Gwen is very much like Dark Horse as far as popularity is concerned. Like, everyone fucking loves Spider-Gwen. Even with how not that much of a presence she has in the movies. I think Miles is base roster. Holy shit. Or Loki. Hear me out. Do you think Loki should be base roster? I cut Thor because, like, quite frankly, in Marvel 3 and Infinite, he had one of the worst movesets. And, like, Thor itself as a brand for Marvel has kind of, like, gone downhill after Love and Thunder. Like, it was not that strong. Like, the first two Thor movies are not exactly great. The third one revitalized him a lot, and they pushed him just because those movies were coming out. But, like, after Love and Thunder, Thor's popularity dropped a lot, and that, in addition to the fact that, like, he just always had the least compelling character design in Marvel 3 and Infinite, And he had one of the worst movesets, which meant that he was not fun to play. And I don't mean worst movesets as like overpowered or shit. I mean, it is legitimately difficult to win a fight as Thor. His range is crap. Like, half of them are just like really badly executed grapples. His supers never fucking hit unless you, like, have like the IKEA instructions for how to like put people in the correct position for that move to hit. So like I cut Thor, but I actually think that Loki on his own carries. Yeah, Loki carries. He's base roster. Just on the strength of the show, honestly. Loki carries, and he would be new, and I think people would find that exciting. I think because the Loki show is over, he wouldn't be good DLC, but I think he carries. I think he carries. But who would you pair up with Loki? He's okay, you've got an illusionist. You need someone that can see through that. It's Morrigan. It's fucking Morrigan. God damn it. Okay. Falcon and Black Panther. Like, it's Morrigan, because, like, Morrigan's theming is also illusions. Like, she could literally make clones of herself. She can, like, Loki versus Morrigan actually fits. It would just be an illusion battle. Now, I think Falcon and Black Panther, that would be Chris and Ada. The problem is I don't know which one's which. Falcon's Captain America. Pairing up a spy against Captain America. Like, pairing up a spy against, like the Americana type character is definitely, like, a tried and true formula. And honestly, like, Chris versus Black Panther weirdly makes a... Oh, no, I'm going to invoke a lot of Resident Evil 5 comparisons. Oh, fuck me! No. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Do I want that? Do I really want that? Black Panther's close range, Chris is long range, which actually makes for a compelling matchup. Ugh! Okay. Yeah, Black Panther versus Chris Redfield. Because I'm a fucking freak. Wait, no! Oh, I have a better idea. Oh, shit, I have a better idea. Hold up, hold up. Hold up. Chris Redfield versus Venom. Chris Redfield versus Venom. Chris Redfield versus Venom. Oh, I feel that. I feel that. That vibes with me. That vibes with me. Also, Rocket and Groot versus Nero. Okay, Scarlet Witch. Who should I put against Black Panther? Dante versus Black Panther. Maybe? I'm not really... That's not clicking as much for me. Actually, you know what? John Talbane versus Black Panther. Like... Animal theme versus animal theme. I need to think of who Luke would fight. I think actually you could put Luke versus Blade, maybe? Let me move some stuff around, because I'm, like, losing track. My Panther is John Talvane. Okay. Venom versus Chris Redfield. Sentinel versus Zero. I don't want to break that up because, like, Unidentified Mutant versus Rogue Maverick is definitely, like, fitting. Blade versus Luke, actually, I think works. Rocket and Groot versus Nero definitely has good vibes. Is there anyone else that makes sense to pair up against Scarlet Witch, or am I, If you lean into the, like, villainous, like, witch element of Scarlet Witch, you could definitely make a case for pairing up Dante against her. And also because, like, he see ass and titty, he want ass and titty. Because Dante's a basic fucking bitch. Like, the first thing Dante would do upon seeing Scarlet Witch is like, hey, what's up, girl? You down to fight? You down to fight? What's up, girl? Like, what's up? You want some fight? What's up, girl? What's up, girl? You ever seen a man get stabbed through the chest with his own sword? Happens to me, like, all the fucking time. Like, what's up, girl? What's up? Hey, girl, you like pizza? Hey, girl, you like pizza, girl? I got that meat lovers, girl. You want that meat lovers, girl? That's... What's up, girl? You want that meat lovers, girl? What's up? What's up? You ever seen a devil cry? You wanna? Why is that such a... God damn it! You ever seen a devil cry? You wanna? Why? That is just lame and confidently delivered enough to be a Dante pickup line. Fuck! Oh my god, I'm actually mad at myself about that. Holy shit, I hate that. Okay. Actually, just the strength of that alone did it. Alright. On that note, I think Regina versus Rogue. Nero versus Rocket and Groot. Blade versus Luke. She tears his head off and he just sighs because this is going to be hell to reattach. Storm versus Jury. And I think I actually want to do Penny Parker versus Edward Falcon. Because they're both very Dark Horse in that sense. Like, Penny Parker's not someone you'd expect, but they're also, like, very weirdly popular. And their main gimmick is literally, like, they ride a mech. And Edward Falcon, also someone you would not expect, who is very fucking popular for no reason, even though Power Stone has not seen the light of day for fucking years until yesterday morning. And mostly the he's in a biplane. Like, his main accessory is a biplane because Power Stone is about, like, world travel. So actually, I think Penny Parker and Edward Falcon works. What the hell? Jury. Didn't I pair Jury up against Storm? Jury, Storm, Edward Falcon against Penny Parker. And I think So from Kunitsugami versus Magic works because people are going to look at them and be like, who the fuck are these people? And then Sigma and Bastion. No one cares about Batsu being by himself. He'd need the whole Taiyo team. Disagree. Batsu was by himself in Tatsunoko versus Capcom. And he was honestly a really solid pick. And the best part is in Tatsunoko versus Capcom, they, like, his team-up moves were just done with whatever tag team partner he had. And if his tag team partner was dead, they had the ghost of his tag team partner join in the move. It was actually hysterical. So with that in mind, you are now imagining Sentinel tag teaming with Batsu and doing his fucking supers. It will not work. But you are now imagining it, and it's funny. Honestly, I really strongly wanted to put a Rival Schools character in here. Like, but I'm actually struggling to figure out who else to cut. Like, now that we're tightening everything up and pairing everyone together, I'm having a hard time figuring out who to cut. I think that would be like a Season 2 thing, where you, like, get the freak shit. Because, like, you have your base roster, and then you have Season 1, which is usually, like, you know, the moneymakers. Because, like, you know, the Capcom wants to inflate their quarterly, like, wants to inflate their financial, what the fuck's the term? Is it their quarterly reports? Is that the term? Like, Capcom always wants to inflate their financial reports as much as possible, fit as much revenue in there as they can before the cutoff of the fiscal year. That's what it is. So you know, Season 1 is going to be the stuff that entices people to make money, the stuff that convinces people to buy the season pass. And then with Season 2, because you have already proven that you can be trusted with this, that's when you're allowed to be experimental. And then with Season 3, the last season, that's when you would, like, go pure legacy. Pure legacy or pure promo. Like, you know, Season 2 and Season 3 is going to be, like, there's always going to be one or two characters that are going to be, like, pure promo. Thing coming out soon. But, because this is a hypothetical game, and I don't actually have a strong idea of what's, like, coming out 2 or 3 years down the fucking line, I'm actually not going to play that game in particular. I'm going to just focus, like, base roster's done. We did it. This is the base roster. This is the tidied up base roster. Fiscal quarter reports. Thank you, Spartason. Now, let's do the seasons. 2 streams just to set on the base roster. Well, you know what? The computer didn't crash like 4 fucking times. So actually, I think the seasons are going to go a lot more smoothly. Because this is... So I'm going to spoil you right now. Okay? Alright? What I was thinking is Marvel and Capcom would put out characters in pairs. You can buy these DLCs individually, but the actual announcement of these characters and the release of these characters would be released as a pair. One Marvel, one Capcom, just to keep up with the pair thing. Like, I think that's something they would do. And whether it is or not, it's an idea I like, so I'm going to commit to that. So I'm going to tell you right now what the first DLC pack is. And we're talking, like, the first things that get announced before the game's even out. Like, here's the season pass. Deadpool and Virgil. Deadpool and Virgil, the first 2 announcements for the Season 1 pass. Before the game even releases. To incentivize people to buy the Season Pass. Deadpool and Virgil pair together. Because Deadpool always gets paired with, like, a comedic straight man, and Virgil always gets paired with a red jokester that makes him want to fucking kill everything. Deadpool is worse Dante to Virgil. The comedy writes itself. I hate that I'm picturing, like Deadpool draped over Virgil's shoulders and just being like, "Aw, Virgil, you can't hate me. I fill your dark soul with light." I'm imagining him saying that, and, like, I can feel, like somewhere out there, Rosa looked up, and she doesn't know why, but she wants me to die. She doesn't know why, but she wants me to die. Okay, 8 characters, Season 1. That means 4 Marvel, 4 Capcom. I think no matter what, Deadpool and Virgil are the first announcement. Ooh, EXE and Miles is strong! Not to mention, like, Deadpool and Virgil are legacy because of Marvel 3. So, like, because they're already existing characters, the hype of them existing would be what carries their sales. But they're not necessarily new. That's why they would be the first announcement. They're not ready yet, like, we're still doing tweaks, but, like, you know, you've seen these characters before. We're just gonna touch them up. And then the next character pair that you announce is the bomb. The bomb you drop to get people super fucking hyped. Like when, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 2, like, they announced Jiren, I Sleep. They announced Videl. What the fuck?! Yeah, that is when you put in Miles and Hub. That's it. And then you really get people hyped, because that would be 2 Mega Men in the game. But there's no way Battle Network was not getting in here. Battle Network is, like, the Battle Network Legacy Collection is the best-selling Mega Man game to date. The Battle Network Legacy Collection made fucking bank. It would be stupid to not include them. So, you have 2 returning characters. You have 2 hype-returning characters, and you know Deadpool's gonna be DLC. Because, like, Deadpool and Wolverine, still #1 at the box office. Like, that movie is making fucking money. People like Deadpool in that movie. Whether you think that the movie's bad or not, the money's speaking for itself on that one. And I think that would make him DLC. Yeah, they'd be stupid to sleep on it now. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection single-handedly saved any hope Mega Man had in a future. Yeah. The Battle Network Legacy Collection single-handedly brought Mega Man back from the dead. Like, this Legacy Collections were already actually putting in a lot of good groundwork to make sure that Mega Man didn't stay dead, to, like, you know, instill some hope in the fans. But the Battle Network Legacy Collection specifically blew those expectations out of the water. Okay, so we have 2 old characters that everyone are hyped for that have been in old games. Legacy. Mega Man 11 did a bunch of lifting too. Mega Man 11 did like I do remember reading that, like, the sales for Mega Man 11 were cut into because they released the Mega Man Legacy Collection before it. So a lot of people got their fill of classic Mega Man with that. And then when they released Mega Man 11, it just didn't happen. And there was some research showing that the same thing happened with the Crash Bandicoot trilogy and Crash 4. And there was another one that this happened to, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But, like, usually if you release the older games first and then you release a new game, it actually causes burnout and leads to lower sales. So, like, I think the smartest strategy that is being done right now by Nintendo is that they remastered Metroid Prime 1, but they didn't release a trilogy. They did not release 2 and 3. They did not burn everyone out with unbridled Metroid Prime content, but they gave everyone access to the first one. And now they're marketing the new one. And after the new one sells gangbusters, they're probably going to work on 2 and 3. I feel Gambit would be a strong contender for Season 1 because Marvel will want to capitalize on it. Oh, not just the Deadpool movie. The Gambit episode in X-Men 97 is Emmy nominated. Like, the Genosha episode is Emmy nominated. And, like, Gambit, actually, you're right, because, like, Gambit fills that niche of, he's an old character, but that we've never seen in 3D. So it would be, like, old but fresh. So, he works. And if you want to continue that theming, you would have to pair him with another old character that we haven't seen in 3D before, but is like a fresh face. Like, old but fresh. Like, the first ones are Marvel 3 Legacy. Like, popular Marvel 3 Legacy. The second ones are like brand spanking new successor characters that everyone is asking for. And the third would be, hey, you've played these characters in 2D. This is their first debut in 3D. Like, I think that's the theming you want to go with Gambit. So with that in mind, I think your options are Captain Commando, Jin, or Ruby Heart. Like, I think those are the options. Gambit's a Sonar. You need a rushdown. Aren't Captain Commando and Jin rushdown? Actually, I don't actually remember. Is Ruby Heart rushdown? I got the impression that Jin is fucking, like, rushdown as fuck. So yeah, Captain Commando is a Sonar, isn't he? Can someone do a quick Google search for me to see, like, if Jin and Captain Commando and Ruby Heart are rushdown? Because, like, I'm scared that if I do, like, a Google search on fucking Firefox, that the stream is gonna crash again. And please, I don't need this anymore. Ruby is balanced. Okay, balance is not bad. Balance would work to pair with a Sonar. I think Captain Commando is either balanced or ranged, because I remember that goddamn fucking Captain Fire. If there was any justice... Oh, yeah, of course. Actually, you're right. You're right. Hang on a second. Yeah, no. Like that is correct, actually. Like, I'm not going to deny you that. That is very correct. Where's the... Come here. Yeah, if there's any justice in the world, Beautiful Joe. What about Spencer from Bionic Commando? No. Okay, I had a long talk about this. Let me explain myself. Spencer got put in Marvel 3 because they were promoting the new game that they had at the time, 2009's Bionic Commando. 2009's Bionic Commando is a piece of garbage. It is legitimately fucking terrible. I say this as a huge Bionic Commando fan. I love Bionic Commando. When they announced Spencer for Marvel 3, I was over the moon. When I saw they gave him the appearance from Bionic Commando 2009, I wanted to tear my fucking hair out. I legitimately think that if you bring Spencer back, he needs to look like Bionic Commando rearmed. That appearance, to me, is iconic. He's got, like, the orange hair, the sunglasses, the green jacket, the fucking tan pants, the big metal fucking arm. That appearance to me is iconic. But 2009's Bionic Commando was them putting a character from, at the time of planning, most likely, new property, you know, like Kunitsugami, and thinking it would help promote the game. It didn't, because Bionic Commando 2009 was fucking awful. It was garbage. Now, the strength of Spencer's moveset saves him a lot, and I actually think, like, that helps him a lot as far as Marvel vs. Capcom is concerned. And, I mean, let's be real here. The reason Spencer was back in Marvel Infinite is because Combo Fiend was the fucking producer of Marvel Infinite. And Combo Fiend made his fucking claim to fame with the fucking bionic arm comeback. That man loves Spencer. I don't know if it's because of the games. I don't know if it's because of the strength of his moveset, which, in all fairness, I love Spencer's moveset. I think his moveset is fantastic. I don't think it saves him. Because, like, Bionic Commando 2009 is a failed game. And it killed Bionic Commando dead. Bionic Commando Rearmed did a lot to bring back Bionic Commando. And then the same exact company put out Bionic Commando 2009 and fucking shot it dead in the water. They made a Bionic Commando Rearmed 2, but it did not recover from what Bionic Commando 09 did to it. It did not recover. Like, Bionic Commando is, by all definitions, a failed franchise. Oh god, damn, I am phlegmy. And I hate it. I love Bionic Commando. His moveset is so fucking good. Which is why I suggested as a, potential, like, compromise that I think Nero, if you include Nero, base roster, new character, and you make him DMC5 Nero, and he has the Devil Breakers, you could potentially use Nero as a means to, like, carry some of the gameplay of Spencer, if you do it right. Now, obviously, this is all hypothetical. I cannot sit here and literally design a fighting game character. Like, I could think visually of some moves, but, like, I'm not going to. That'll just inflate the stream. But, like, I think that Nero would be a good way to piggyback some of Spencer's legacy as a moveset. Because, to quote a certain someone who was doing promotional material for Marvel Infinite, they're just functions! If a character you don't like is here, we made sure that function was available on a different character. You like Magneto? Well, you know, he has a 8-way air dash, he has zoning. Guess what? Nova can do the same thing. Captain Marvel can do the same thing. So if that legacy character is not present in the game, we made sure those functions were available. Why do I know all of that, actually? Why the fuck do I know a good majority of that fucking excuse for Marvel Infinite? I'm actually really mad that I recited so much of that. I'm actually so mad. Oh my god, okay. Let's move on. Someone for Gambit. You know what? The more I think about it, and because Capcom is pushing the fighting game, the Capcom Fighting Collections, and because, like, I think Jin makes it back because Cyberbots was in Capcom Fighting Collection 1. I think Jin actually makes it back, and I think pairing Jin up with Gambit works. And I think he's Rushdown. He's Rushdown, right? I do not remember Jin having a single goddamn ranged attack that does not involve a giant fucking robot punching the screen. Alright, so the last characters. Now, the theming is what's going to be difficult here. Because I think no matter what, Phoenix Wright has to be Season 1. Like, Phoenix... Oh, shit, wait a second. No, Tron. Tron has to be Season 1. There's no way. There's no way Tron isn't... But there's already a Mega Man. No. They would not put 2 Mega Man characters in Season 1. They wouldn't. Like, I do not see that happening. I think Phoenix Wright is Season 1, and I need someone to pair with Phoenix Wright. Now, Phoenix Wright is a goofy character. You know, actually... Like, Phoenix and She-Hulk got a lot of, like, matchups in Marvel 3, and I think the legacy of that would carry She-Hulk. And I think She-Hulk makes for a stronger contender if you pair her up with someone that makes a strong theme. Daredevil is also a lawyer. He is a lawyer, that's true. Where's Daredevil at right now? Like, where are we as far as, like, Daredevil show news? Like, what happened to that? Like, I have not heard shit about Daredevil ever since it got moved to Disney Plus, I think? It's been quiet. But still in production? I want to... In my heart, I want to do She-Hulk. In my heart. If there was any justice in the world, She-Hulk. But... there is no justice in this world. There's only money. There's only branding. There's only promotion. There's only the next project. And I actually think that if Daredevil is still actively in production and has not had any production hiccups, not to mention the actor for Daredevil was in No Way Home, and that was a big fucking deal. Daredevil's actually a really strong contender. That's the problem I'm having right now. I have an idea. I think She-Hulk gets in with Phoenix Wright. Because, like, even though the She-Hulk show itself kind of started like a stupid fucking culture war or whatever the fuck, and there was a lot of I don't think it was necessarily a dud, but it was definitely very came and went. Like, it was not very strong, which sucks because it was actually, like, a decent as fuck show. But fucking culture war dudes are gonna fucking culture war, I guess. But I think She-Hulk has a stronger chance as DLC. One, because of her moveset. Her moveset in Marvel 3 was legitimately fun. She was legitimately fun to play as. And she's a heavy. There's not a lot of those. And two, if you pair her up with a character that people would want to fucking buy, and that's Phoenix goddamn fucking Wright. Yeah. She-Hulk as DLC with Phoenix Wright works. Specifically in that scenario, it works. But I don't think She-Hulk and Phoenix Wright would be the last characters. I think She-Hulk and Phoenix Wright would be third. Like, you've got two returning, and then you've got Miles and EXE, which are like fresh and new hotness. Then you've got She-Hulk and Phoenix Wright, who are returning, so they're not like ass hype as the second pair, but you know, still good, still strong, because people want Phoenix Wright, and there's no Ace Attorney. And then you finish that off. Your final character announcements being characters we haven't seen in 3D, but have played in the 90s and are fan fucking favorites. You top that off with bringing them into the fold. That's your final season 1 announcement. That's a strong season 1, actually. I think that's a really strong season 1. Okay, now season 2. Now, after... Okay, so you've got the base roster. Pretty solid. You've got your 2 unlockables, your final boss. And you've got your season 1 characters. Solid as shit. Alright. Now, season 2 is the weird shit. Season 1 is Marvel and Capcom wanting to pull money out of your pocket. That's always the first season. The first season is, we have to prove ourselves worthy of you paying us money in advance for this. We have to get you to trust us. So season 1 is the things that would make money. Then at that point, you can get, once you hit season 2, you can get either more experimental or more promotional. But I think especially when you have a Season 2 and you already had a strong Season 1, you want to start strong to show that it's going to be just as good as Season 1. Whether it ends up being just as good as Season 1 is another matter entirely. But when it comes to DLC, you need to start strong and finish strong. And I think if you want to start strong, Spider-Gwen. If you want to start strong, like if you want your DLC, your Season 2 DLC announcement to be the shit, Spider-Gwen. I was thinking either Spider-Gwen and Tron or Spider-Gwen and Ruby Heart. Because I actually think that Season 2, you could get away with putting some Marvel 2 characters in there. Because, like, I think you want to start strong. You want to pop off. Like, you want to pop the fuck off when it comes to this. Arthur from Ghost and Goblins in this season. I'll get back to you on that because I already have a lot of Capcom characters in the waiting area. Like, I'm not against it, actually. But, honestly, one of the weird part, I actually think Firebrand has a stronger chance than Arthur? I don't know why, but people really like Firebrand. Maybe it's because his moveset is so fucking weird. Like, I don't get it. I do not understand. Especially with Firebrand, there's nothing to fucking market. There's nothing to promote. Why is Firebrand so weirdly appealing to people? Okay, so here's what you do. You want to start strong, but you also want to pair characters up in a way that you think will do money. Now, I know a lot of FGC diehards love Tron, love Ruby Heart. And honestly, I think Ruby Heart is strong enough to carry on her own. Yeah, Firebrand is the first boss from Ghost and Goblins. Red armor. I actually think you're right, Spider-Gwen with Tron. Because you know Capcom has no fucking confidence in Legends. Like, Tron is a legacy character since Marvel 2, and her moveset is really strong, and she's been in 2, in 3, in Ultimate. She wasn't in 4. I mean, she wasn't in Infinite, but, you know, of course not. But, like, you know Mega Man is slowly making a comeback. But, you know Capcom has no fucking faith in Legends. So, if they bring Tron back, they have to pair her up with a character that sells. Spider-Gwen sells. Spider-Gwen sells. I think Spider-Gwen and Tron is a good pair. Okay. Now, you... I'm running low on Marvel characters, actually. I need to think of, like, what's hot with Marvel right now. Let's see. I think Daredevil is too much. Like, announcing Daredevil after Spider-Gwen feels too much. Too much of a good thing. Like, you made Spider-Gwen a brand new character and you ported Tron over. You want to give yourself some breathing room, so you want to do characters that are known quantities as your next pair. But maybe like the weird shit. Like maybe the weird shit that's a known quantity. Marvel 3 Ultimate Marvel 3 roster. Like, I think by season 2, you're allowed to do the weird shit, you know? So I'm tapping back into the rosters. Because I think that if they want to give themselves a little bit of breathing room to make, like, the final characters blow everyone's fucking minds, then they need to draw from the well. So I'm looking at the Marvel characters. Oh god. I don't think Doctor Strange does it. Ghost Rider? No. He's got fucking nothing. I love Ghost Rider, but like he there's nothing for him. There's fucking nothing for him. And were there any new Marvel characters in Marvel Infinite roster? Like, maybe characters that, like, Black Panther, Black Widow, Captain America, Captain Marvel? Would they put Captain Marvel? Would they still push that? Would they still push Captain Marvel? I don't think they would. You know what, actually? I have an idea. I think that as DLC removed from the plot, because you know DLC characters do not, like, come with plot. Like, as DLC removed from the plot, Thanos gets back in. Like, I don't think he's super strong. I don't think he's super strong to the point that people would shell money out for him. But I think with the right theming, you could make it work. And I think with Thanos, you bring back Wesker. Thanos and Wesker. Wesker will sell. Wesker will sell. Wesker is immensely popular still. And even far removed from his game, even far removed from Resident Evil 5, Wesker's moveset in Marvel 3 was one of the better movesets in the game. Wesker's one of the most popular killers in Dead by Daylight. Like, Wesker sells. Not to mention, we had the, like, RE4 remake DLC Separate Ways, which had a lot of Wesker in it. And if you bring Wesker back, that synergizes with Ada and Chris already being in the roster. Wesker, your free trial of life has expired. Yeah, I think Thanos and Wesker works. But now, your final picks need to, like, pop off. Like, your final picks need to be, like, something that, like, okay, Spider-Gwen, Thanos, like, Spider-Gwen would be, like, the opening salvo. Tron Bonne is Marvel 3, Thanos is Infinite, Wesker is, 3. So you either need to finish with characters from 2 or older that have not been seen in 3D, or new characters. Like, either way, it would be the same amount of work. And I think, given the standing popularity of X-Men, if they continue with 97 and such, I actually think Cable and Ruby Heart would finish the season. Cable and Ruby Heart would come back as the Marvel 2 reps. Is Big Wheel from Spider-Man on the... I think he is. I think I actually saw him. Hang on. There's Big Wheel. All right, we're putting Big Wheel in the If There Was Any Justice in This World category. Oh, actually, also speaking of If There Was Any Justice in This World, actually, right, like, how could I forget? If There Was Any Justice in This World, Morbius. Okay, now, at this point, you're in Season 3. Season 3 is going to have half the characters of Season 1. It's because at that point, it's diminishing returns. Your budget's probably smaller. Like, this is probably your final season. You're ready to wrap up. You know? Like, you as a development team are ready to wrap up on this project. So, at that point, your Season 3 is the shit we would never in a million fucking years see. Like, it would be, oops, all brand new characters. Characters that have never fucking been in Marvel. I honestly think that if your Season 3 is going to be your final season, it would have to be the pop-off season. Which I think that makes a strong case for Daredevil. I think that specifically makes a strong case for Daredevil. If I can fucking find him. Where the fuck is Daredevil? Am I blind? Why am I always blind? I just realized, maybe I shouldn't say, am I blind, while talking about fucking Daredevil. Now the thing, okay, here's the thing. Oh shit! Oh, you're so right. Holy oh yeah. Oh god, oh yeah, no, you're so right. Ain't no fucking, yeah. Especially after 97. After 97? Oh yeah. No, Nightcrawler would be your opening salvo. Alright, now here's my question. Actually, was Nightcrawler ever in a Marvel vs. Capcom game? Like, was he even in X-Men Children of the Atom? Like... X-Men Children of the Atom roster. Akuma, Colossus, Cyclops, Iceman, Juggernaut, Magneto, Omega Red, Psylocke, Sentinel, Silver Samurai, Spiral, Storm, Wolverine. Oh yeah, no, they did not. Oh yeah, no. He makes it in. Nightcrawler's had that shit long overdue. Like, your final season is going to be the oops, all new character season. Like, at best, you get one character that comes from MVC2 at fucking best. But like, your final characters need to be the most I have never popped off this hard in my fucking life, which is why Nightcrawler is the final Marvel character. I think you start with Deadpool because at that point you're a known quantity, so you don't have to start with the biggest fucking bang in the world, you know? You start with like your first two and then you allude to the final two, you know? The thing is, who would you pair? Who would you pair them with? You know, actually, I think Daredevil and Leon. Like, Daredevil would be like, oh, hey, that's cool. And then Leon shows up, and they'll be like, oh, shit! That would be your, I didn't think this was gonna happen pick. That's it. Alright, now, here's my conundrum. The final Capcom character has to be the most I have never popped off so hard in my fucking life. And I have an idea. I have an idea just because of branding. Not necessarily because it would be a make sense pick, but because it would be like one of the stronger legacy characters. Now, are you... Alright, are y'all ready? Like, are y'all ready for what I'm about to drop down on you? Like, this would be, like, the character that gets paired with Nightcrawler, this would be the final, like, character of the whole game. Period. Captain Commando. Not because he has a new project. Not because he has a new project, not because he's relevant, but because he is the name of the company, and because he is a legacy as shit character that has never made it out of 2D. Like, he would be a nice, tight bow on this. A nice, tight bow on the roster. Like, this is the last fucking character we're going to give you, so we're going to go off with something that we don't have to justify. Like, this is my, This is where I'm at right now with the... Come here, Jenna. There you go. Well, Herlock, you're gone. The Arisen, bye. And V, bye. Sorry. So let's, delete this row. You know what? Let me just go ahead and, like, organize these, like, Marvel first, Capcom second. There we go. Okay. This is it. This is the roster. This is the hypothetical roster for Marvel vs. Capcom 4, as produced by me. 22 on the Marvel side, 22 on the Capcom side. 2 unlockable characters put in as a reference to the fact that Akuma was an unlockable character in X-Men Children of the Atom, but I didn't want him to be alone, so I gave him X-23 because, honestly, X-23 has a... She was a strong character in Marvel 3, she has a compelling moveset, she doesn't have a strong justification, but I think as an unlockable character to pair with Akuma, it works. The theming would be around Sigma and Bastion as the bad guys, who will be playable because I am tired of that shit not happening. Like I would assume that, like, Bastion and Sigma specifically is the kind of thing where, like, they don't unlock until you beat the campaign or something, you know? That's how that would work. Like, that's how I'm seeing it. So let me make a category for that, actually. Add a row below. Actually, I'm just gonna add them to the unlockable section. Oh, shit. No, yeah. We'll just leave you there. We'll just leave you there. It's fine. Don't do an MK1 Capcom. I don't even know what that means. But yeah, like, Sigma and Bastion would probably be, like, unlockable once you beat the campaign, just because, you know, they're the villains. You know, it's gonna be really weird if you fucking play as them. Like, the semantics of how this plays, like, that's not what we're here for. We're here for the picks themselves, and the justification of those picks. So, 44 character roster. We combed over this main roster, like, to an almost unnecessary degree. I kind of wish they released. Oh, hang on. Where are you? There you are. If there was any justice in this world. Yeah, no, like, you bring up a good point, Derek. Like, if there was any justice in this world, this is like the shit post and just the shit I like. Final boss is Master Mold. Season 1, Deadpool, Virgil, Miles, EXE, She-Hulk, Phoenix Wright, Gambit, Jin. Season 2, Spider-Gwen, Tron, Thanos, Wesker, Cable, Ruby Heart. Season 3, Daredevil, Leon, Nightcrawler, Captain Commando. That's it. That's the roster. We are done. Now, I am going to print screen this. Save or download? Oh, yeah, that's right. Fucking Tier Maker blocks the goddamn thing. You know what? Alright, it's fine. Anyway. Honestly, if this game released with this base roster, and with, like, the announcement of the first 4 characters as Season 1 of DLC, I think this game would rule. I legitimately think this game would rule. Like, I'm not joking. I legitimately think this game would rule. Like, I'll post it on Twitter and all that, and we can have discussions on Twitter and Discord and all the other places. Like, what I fought, like, what I, as a potential Capcom executive, fought the hardest for, though, was Regina. I fought really fucking hard for Regina. I fought hard for that. Okay, so. Phoenix Wright, thank you for your music. Don't need it right now. We're done. All right. What the fuck? Excuse me? What the fuck is this? Why am I screen fucked? What the fuck is... Shut the... What the fuck? Okay, alright, anyway, alright, okay. Yeah, it was Gen Spooky. But you know, it makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna print screen this. Evo Moment 69, it's more of Intem. How the fuck did I miss that? Okay, close this. And for my own sake, I'm going to just open Paint, not Photoshop, and just, you know, paste the print screen Just so, like, it's there. Okay, turn off presentation mode. Normal view. Shut up, Super Scroll, you didn't make it in. Cry. I'm also gonna print screen this one, actually. Yeah, actually, I think this one looks nicer. The smaller one, not the super wide one. But I just do not like the super wide one. Alright. I'll deal with you later. Closing this. Okay! So. That was the roster. Legitimately, I combed over that initial roster way more than I needed to. Like, to an almost ridiculous degree. Like, it was not necessary for me to go that hard. But honestly, I'm actually really happy with how it came out. Like, I'm gonna post it. Like, that is the final roster. Like, those picks are set in stone. At this point, like, that is the roadmap for the game. At this point, if you are a dev, like, it is time to get to work. There is no more confusion as to who's in and who's not. It's just a matter of these characters get in. So, it is late. And believe it or not, I have not eaten dinner. Haha. Because I expected this to not last this long. I did not expect to come over the roster this long. And also, the fucking stream crashing kind of kept ballooning the stream. It was very frustrating. So, let's find someone to raid. Okay, shut up, Super Scroll. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. Oh shit, I'm not even logged in on Twitch on Firefox. God damn it! Hang on a second! Enter the code sent to your yeah, okay, alright, hang on. Yeah, and enter the code. Where's the code? Where is the code, actually? What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Bam. And I just realized that I pressed the button that gets rid of the sunglasses. Okay, Twitch, could you not right now, please? All right. Oh, what the fuck? Close this. What the hell? Twitch, what did you do? Oh, right, Firefox. Viewers, high to low. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Damn, is that a Cody streaming? Is that a Cody streaming Risk of Rain 2? 4 hours in? Oh yeah, that makes sense, actually. It's Risk of Rain. I don't know what I expected. You know what? We are going to raid Cody. Because I fucking want to. And also, he raided us yesterday during this. So you know what? We're returning the favor. So, that's the raid message. Let's, set the raid up. Alright, and the raid message? Like, genuinely? That's it. That's the raid message. That is the free raid message. Don't yell raid, just yell, we fucking cooked. That's it. Just yell, we fucking cooked. That's the raid message. Because we fucking cooked. We absolutely fucking cooked. I'm actually really happy with this roster. I'm really happy with how this roster came out. And honestly, I'm glad that y'all indulged me through all the fuck-ups on the stream, like all the technical fuck-ups. Thank you guys for indulging me with this. I had a lot of fun doing it. The process of making these decisions was actually a really fun exercise, and I'm glad I went through it. I'm specifically glad I streamed it, because y'all definitely had opinions to share, and it was very fascinating to go through a similar process to what probably real executives go through, like, because they have this context, they have their own assumption of what would help the developers make the best game possible. And these assumptions are incorrect because they just do not have that experience. And then people come in and it's just like, no, this does not make sense. You need to do this. It would be easier for your programmers to do this. Like, that was so fun. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you guys later. Have a good... Goodbye!